Hello, my loves. I'm Ellie Frost. Thank you so much for being here, where I help people transform rapidly and radically from narcissistic abuse using a multi-dimensional modality, multi-dimensional approach. Multi-dimensional meaning spiritually, emotionally, physically, mentally, and energetically. So I want to talk today about why we are attracted to toxic people and narcissists, right? I've made many videos on the fact that narcissists are predators, right? They are absolute predators and they go for anyone that they can sort of siphon from. But they use different people for different things. So some people, what people call the flying monkeys and enablers, they're the people that the narcissist uses to keep the illusion of who they want you to think they are alive. And then there's the victims of the abuse, yeah? People who actually get abused during the cycle and are targeted for that. So I've dealt with that in a number of videos, but I wanted to talk today about why we're attracted to them. Yeah, and I would advise you to listen to the end of this video, because the third point I make, I don't think you'd have heard before. It's not something that's commonly talked about, but I'll give you two to start with. One is, right, the brain loves what's familiar. So if something is familiar to the brain says safe. Even if that person or environment or situation isn't safe, when the brain sees something or feels something or is in something that's familiar, it actually tells the nervous system to relax, yeah? So we have to retrain our brain. So if you've grown up with narcissists or been around them a lot, when you meet the next one, your brain says safe because it's familiar, but it doesn't mean that it actually is safe, which is why we've got to take control of our thinking, see the truth, use discernment, and actually question whether the person or environment is actually emotionally, physically, financially safe for us, right? So the brain is wired that way because as babies we grow up in families, and you know, the idea would be that we would be in safe environments, and the brain gets used to familiarities, and when it's familiar, the brain tells the nervous system this is safe. So if we've been grown up in abuse, it's normalized to us, and the brain actually tells the nervous system safe, and actually might even feel inspired, sometimes excited, to be in that similar environment. That's why people say I married someone just like my dad, yeah, because the brain said safe. But my dad was abusive and so is my husband. The brain said safe, yeah, a repeat pattern. The second one I want to talk to you about is the toxic and narcissistic people in our lives provide the illusion that narcissists work in the psychic realm. It is a demonic entity that they're under the influence of, that actually can very quickly figure out your unmet needs as a child and an adult. And those needs are going to be relating to safety, security, recognition, validation, love, yeah? Someone that can see your truth, your true self. I mean, the narcissist is so such a paradox, because at a love bomb stage, they'll often feel and seem like the person that does see your authentic self because they're reading you. Look at the video I made on the narcissistic stare. They're analysing you for data, so they will reflect back to you what they see in you back to you as your authentic self, and then they'll do everything to tear that authentic self apart, diminish you, and mold you into what they need you to be as an extension of them and their needs, right? So it's a complete attack of self and soul, right? So that you don't actually, you lose your uniqueness, you lose your sparkle, you stop going for what you need, want and desire, and you become what the narcissist needs you to be. The third one that people don't really talk about is, for dreamers, I'm a dreamer, yeah? For people who want a more dynamic, more exciting life, yeah? We know that we've got to take risks. And of course, the narcissists are risk takers, spontaneous often, especially in love bombing stages. And we can mistake that for people who we should collaborate with to fulfill our dreams. That, what we want to do is, if we are dreamers and we have got visions and we have got things we want to create in the world, and we want a less conventional life, what we want to do is find healthy, safe people that we can collaborate with, who are emotionally safe for us, and not the risk takers who are actually dangerous for us. You know, taking risks towards our dreams and desires can be very healthy in safe environments. Taking risks towards an illusion that a narcissist or a toxic person is portraying to us is actually where we need to use our discernment, because it actually ends up being emotionally and it often in other ways financially and physically unsafe, right? So it's that need for excitement that some of us have that also puts us with chaotic, toxic people. But we can actually do that in healthy ways, where we can meet people who are healthy and wholesome, who want to explore things. They want to do something a bit different. They want to be unconventional. They want to also express their authentic selves and self-actualize, but in ways that are safer. Yeah, and that do not require you to be diminished in any way, built up and broken down. My lighting just went off. Built up and broken down. I hope you can see this. You know what I mean? Put on an emotional roller coaster. Because in fact, if you can find safe, healthy people to do that with, then what happens is you move towards your dreams with a regulated nervous system. The narcissist will never, ever, ever help you self-actualize into your true potential and your true authentic self. They will limit it, traumatize you, and basically keep you stuck as much as they can, and keep trying to make you into someone you're not, an extension of them, a version of you that is the version that they need you to be, that actually diminished in your own heart's desires, authentic self and power. So I hope that's helpful. Sorry about the lighting. Lots of love, guys, and I'll speak to you soon.